Hello everyone and welcome back, and today Braso's made a new video and we're going to respond to it as I was one of the people who called him out, so I think it's only best that I give my take. Let's go.
Negativity. Negativity is a tendency to be downbeat, disagreeable, and skeptical. It's a pessimistic attitude that always expects the worst. Negative outcomes are bad outcomes, like losing a game, getting a disease, suffering an injury, and etc. And what I'm gonna be talking about today kinda represents this entire thing. Because over the last
Quickly thought I'd pause to let you know this video is actually monetized. Just a quick thing.
exactly like 2 months, this has been happening, and it's crazy to me. I've been observing a lot of stuff and a lot of behaviors of YouTube commenters, and I have realized that everyone just looks at the negative. Every possible person.
Well, yeah, the human brain is naturally fixed to focus on the negative. And the negative is you faking a donation to charity. Just because we're not focusing on the positive, we're not just focusing on the negative. Like, I focus on the positive. You're good at reporting news. However, you did a bad thing, and your apology was pretty terrible, if I'm honest.
On YouTube who has commented about the situation that I was in as a negative thing, as a bad thing, but
it was a bad thing.
Now, let's look at positivity. The practice of being or tendency to be positive or optimistic in attitude. The presence rather than an absence of a certain substance, condition, or feature. Now, you're probably asking, what do you mean? What does this have to do with anything? Well,
it's a good question.
It has to do a lot about what I'm talking about here. Now, you clicked on this video to know where is my promised $3,000 donation to charity, because I faked a donation to charity almost 2 months ago. Now, obviously, I know it,
which was a pretty terrible thing to do, mate. And your apology was pretty shocking, if I'm honest. I mean, damn, that 90% dislike ratio. Sorry, I had to. I've never seen a 90% dislike ratio before. Sorry. Continue. Quick catchy thing here. Do not harass Braso. Whatever you do, don't harass the dude. He doesn't deserve it.
Was very, very wrong for a lot of reasons. It was simply wrong. But now,
I'm glad you're actually able to admit this now. To be honest, mate. I'm kind of glad you're able to admit this. Doesn't change what you did. But I'm glad.
Now, let's go back to the complete start. Death. The irreversible cessation of all vital functions, especially as indicated.
He's acting like all his fans are 2-year-olds right now, which, to be honest, they probably are, let's be honest.
By permanent stoppage of heart, respiration, and brain activity. The end of life is a negative thing. It's a very bad thing, and if someone dies, the negative energy just spreads, and it is like that. And it's a human nature that negativity and sadness spreads when someone passes. Now, when that happened and the news to the public were represented by a video on Technoblade's channel, a lot of people were just broken, including me. I was sad, and when I made the first video about Technoblade, which is called Technoblade Thank You for Everything, or like Thank You for Everything Technoblade, whatever it was, I could barely make that video. I could barely make it. If you look at the video, I have parts where I literally start crying and I just cut them out, so like I don't look like a fucking dumbass, you know? I know it's okay to cry, but I just don't want to present myself like that, you know? Now,
personally, if you were in that state, honestly, I don't think you should have actually made that video. You should have made the video when you were in the state to do so. Also, please, you monetized that video. You made money off of that video. You gained views off of that video, which in this case, I don't care. Like, you made one video. So what? You made like 11 videos on him and have gained since about 3,000 subs. And gained a ton of money from those videos, which I assume, I'm going to guess, judging off the views, is around $5,000 you gained from those videos. Yeah.
That first initial video, as a lot of you know, I make about 7 or 8 more videos strictly
Yeah. You've changed the thumbnail about this one. You've changed the thumbnail from this one. You deliberately included Techno's. You deliberately included Technoblade's face in all of these thumbnails just to get views and subscribers.
talking about Technoblade. And if you just look at those videos, I can give you a reason for every single video that I made. The
Alright
next
then.
video after Technoblade, thank you for everything, is I am sorry Technoblade. Now this video is basically where I talk about making a video about what happened to Technoblade just like couple days before his video on his main channel about his death, where I basically just said, oh, Techno's probably not uploading because he's a bit lazy, or you know, something stupid like that. I said that, so I made a video basically saying sorry to Technoblade, and that was it. That was that video. Now the next video.
Well, that initial video, if I'm honest, you didn't actually need to make that. But then again, most of the time you do put quantity over quality, and I'd rather you put quality over quantity. That's just a thing. Apologies if the video is quite long, by the way. I just thought I'd get everything in here.
Video I made, I named it I Am Very Disappointed, which doesn't include Technoblade in the title, but it still got a.
You did, however, include it in the thumbnail. You have since changed that thumbnail. This is very clear if you look at my previous Braso videos. You included him in the thumbnail.
A lot of views, and I was basically talking about how I don't even remember something about me being like insanely disappointed in like a lot of people that he just died and people are making fun of him and like some actual crazy stuff.
And if anything, you just gave those people more attention. What I would do in this situation is just not address it at all. These people are just looking for attention, mate. Don't address it. I don't think you actually needed to make a video on this. And once again, it was monetized. You are gaining subs and gaining views and gaining money from these videos. Although in particular, the Technoblade thank you for everything video, you literally are gaining money off of somebody's death, which is a pretty terrible thing.
And I'm completely against that. You should never do that. It's fucking horrible. Now
Oh
the
yeah, I
next
agree.
video, which is the fourth video, if you're a Technoblade fan, watch this.
You deliberately titled this to get views.
And it was a super good video in my opinion.
Was it though? I don't know, mate. I don't know.
Found this Discord conversation on Twitter where Techno and someone else like was talking about in Discord, and he was basically talking about what happened if he died, and it was a very positive minded video. And now you probably see, oh my god, you made 4 videos on someone's death.
Well, you know, you didn't just make 4 videos, to be fair to you. You made 11 videos. It was like 11 or 13, I don't know. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
You are milking them. You are this horrible person. But this brings us back
they
to the
wrong?
first chapter of this video. Negativity. That's all people look at. That is literally what people look at. And that is.
I wasn't trying to be negative with my video. I was calling you out for what you were doing, which is profiting off of somebody's death. That's literally all it was. If you look at other videos I make, or at least if you look at my streams, I'm actually quite a positive person, if I'm honest. While in some of the streams I'm a bit bored, probably just because I'm not in the right mindset, I am a pretty positive person. I simply just can't sit by and watch somebody just profiting off of somebody's death. I hope you can understand that. So I made my video calling you out for what you were doing, and this was after like 7 videos.
The only thing people look at. But what if I told you that everything that I did was super positive? It was all meant to be positive. It was all meant for people to kind of laugh at, you know?
I don't know why you would laugh about someone's death, personally, but that's just me. Especially considering you made the video around only 1 or 2 days after it. People were still recovering. It wasn't the time to start making jokes at that point. And also, You say you didn't actually, you made this to be positive, and that you didn't do this for like the money or whatever. I find that somehow incredibly hard to believe.
For example, let me
Oh.
read you some comments from genuine, positive, and happy people.
I'd like you to address the negative comments too, but alright.
These are some comments on the video that I just talked about. If you're a Technoblade fan, watch this. Made my day. Almost patched up this fresh wound. We'll miss you, Techno. This really just shows Techno's personality, how he would try and make everyone laugh and be happy in the darkest times. He was a light for so many people and will be missed greatly. Rest in peace, Technoblade. This literally brought a tear to my eye. He was, is, and will be always so optimistic, and we will always look up to the legend himself.
Braso just casually failing a pretty easy parkour jump.
The true hero that never died in our hearts. The true hero that will never be forgotten. This helped brighten my day. I miss him. He meant a lot to me and got me into the community. Me and my friend were watching TikTok. So many things were about Technoblade and we had to keep ourselves from crying because it would help our makeup run. But at the moment, I bet Techno was watching us thinking, ha, nerds, he shall never die in our hearts. And if you see, there's hundreds if not thousands of more comments like
There are also hundreds and thousands of probably incredibly negative comments calling you out for monetizing a video like this. Just thought I'd say. And the videos, I mean, if you want to show me the dislike ratio, please do.
this. It's people who think about the whole situation with positivity. You know, most people would go on this video, type, "Stop milking Technoblade's death, blah blah blah," and that's
I mean, am I wrong? Am I wrong?
it. They're just negative people.
No, we're just calling you out. This is just another example of you trying to victim blame yourself. Yet again, mate. Just accept what you did was wrong and terrible and apologize. Your original apology was terrible. And just stop victim blaming, alright, mate?
But like most of you are, probably most of you are. I'm not gonna say specific names, obviously, because I don't know. But I bet most of you are, because I receive comments on the daily basis about this whole thing, and it's
Probably because it has permanently impacted your reputation. What you did was pretty terrible. Of course, I do want to see the best for you because I believe you can come back from this. But it's gonna take a lot, man, to make me want to support you again.
it's just negative people. But if you look at the situation positively, there's a lot of positive things about what I did, and we're not ending yet.
There's a lot of positive things about what I did. Especially on my end because I made thousands of dollars from it.
This is not even close to being the end. The next video, after you are a Technoblade fan, watch this, is YouTuber caught lying about Technoblade's death.
Please don't copyright me for the music, guys.
And this is something that I was genuinely disgusted with. If you look at this screenshot, there are a lot of things.
To be fair to him, a lot of people did make videos on this, and I'll totally give him credit. But personally, while all the others I don't think he needed to make, this is a video I think I can justify.
Wrong about this. First off, there's a ton of lies. There's lies about Technoblade. You know, if you want to put out information, make
I mean, yeah. But I think the best thing you could have done in this situation is just not talked about it at all. Because that would be just giving them more attention. But you know.
your own content, talk, you know, express your own opinion on things, just make your own content, you know, and if it's positive minded, if the content you make, regardless of how much videos you make about Technoblade, if the videos are positive minded and help people, go for it.
That's not how I see it. The problem is you are gaining off of a situation. Sorry, let me rephrase that. That's not how I see it. Just because the videos are positive minded doesn't mean that they're justified. The reason I called you out once again is because you monetized these videos and you didn't need to make them.
my mindset and it will never change. But if you see something
I hope it does change, personally. because this is not a good mindset to have for me, in my opinion.
Like this, where he puts basically people's reactions of the whole situation, just basically re-uploading them without his content and lying in some of them, which I called out. He lied about a lot of things. That
I mean, don't get me wrong, the guy behind that channel is also a terrible person. I'll give him credit for that.
is disingenuous, and that is something that should not really be accepted at all, you know. And a lot of people were comparing this person to me, which for me,
I think it's a pretty fair comparison, but to be fair, he was significantly worse, considering he literally made around 40 to 50 videos, all of which monetized, etc.
it's disgusting. Why are you comparing me to someone who uploads people's reactions and lies about the whole situation? That's the worst thing. They lied in a lot of these videos, which got
You have also lied about this situation.
millions of views. It's complete lies, which I called out. And again, if people look at the positive, they were
I'll get to that point in a second about the lies.
thankful for me because they genuinely fell for this trap, which is a bunch of lies. They thanked me for making that video. And again, it's positive people. The next videos, I basically just like exposed some YouTube hate groups, and I talked.
You shouldn't have exposed them. It just gives them more attention. This guy, I do know about Foodestein. I do know about him. He's just a troll. He's looking for attention. Don't expose the dude. He's looking for attention. You are just giving him that attention.
Talked about Technoblade a bit more because like that stuff disgusted me a lot more. But then basically the final video that I made about Technoblade was Technoblade got added to Minecraft. Wholesome.
You made more videos on him than that. I mean, let me get it up real quick. Let's go to Braso's channel. I'm not going to go on the PC because I literally just, I'll lose my place. I mean, you've deleted a ton of these videos since. You also made YouTuber caught lying about me, which is about Six Striker, who literally called you out for all of this and accused you of copying his thumbnails. Which, to be honest, I think you did, to be honest. You also made Is the Dream SMP ending. Both of these originally featured Technoblade in the thumbnail. And then you also made the It's Owen video, which, to be fair to you, I'll give you credit. I think you're justified in making that video.
And that was super wholesome. That video, I was so happy to see that. I was like jumping on my chair almost. I was like, okay, I make a video about this, is gonna be very cool. More people are gonna know about it. And see, this brings us back to the chapter 1. Negativity. People was like about it. Something was with a negative mindset will say, oh my god, 6, 9, whatever videos on Technoblade, you're milking his death. Oh my god, you're a horrible person. Can you
Laugh at that. Okay.
shut up and just look at the positive? There is always positivity, and especially in my videos, in others' videos where they make
Is there? To be fair, those videos are really terrible. Oh my word.
fun of him and lie about him. No, that for sure is
To
not.
be fair, I don't even know how you found those videos. That's actually kind of concerning. But the main thing I have with you, is no, the positive does not get rid of the negative. If I'm good friends with someone and have tons of positive moments, and then they ditch me, no, the negative does not. The positive does not take away from the negative. Anyway, continue.
Not positive. But if you look at my videos I made, they were genuinely out of my heart. And I don't care
You're hot for money.
if you say this is milking. What is really bad about it, you know? And this brings us to the chapter 3, that money problem. Basically, the biggest thing that people are crying about, even
Decent combo, to be fair.
till today. You got paid for these videos. You got paid.
Yeah, you got paid for the videos. Yeah. That's not my biggest criticism, though. My criticism was that you faked the donation. That was my criticism.
For making and milking someone's death. How horrible of a person are you? And again, this brings us back to chapter 1.
Oh my word, this guy. This guy. What do I have to say? Firstly, to supply, you are getting absolutely owned by this guy. But oh yeah, someone just went off. Sorry, I'm watching F3 practice. So let me hold it up. Ooh, goodness me, Correa, how did you save the? No, he didn't save it. Okay, well, but let's get back to the video, man. Firstly, it's not negativity. It's people calling you out. There's a difference between people calling you out and people just generally looking for negativity. It was clearly obvious that you were milking the situation, which is why I made my video.
It's all about negativity, jealousy, and a lot of other things.
I'm not jealous of you, man. Why would I be jealous? Like you've got 100k subscribers. That's pretty good. Personally, you know, I think you've done very well to get into the position that you were, and you still were. Like even after you milked his cancer diagnosis, even before that, you still had a pretty big audience. So fair play to you.
And this is what the society is failing to do. Look at the positive. Why are people always so downbeat and like trying to find bad in?
We aren't trying to find bad. We are seeing bad. I only called you out because you were doing something pretty awful, and I wanted you to stop. Unfortunately, we now are in the situation we are today.
Every situation. Now, it is very true. I got paid for making these good videos. I got paid
Whether
for
they
them.
were good
And yes,
or
I
not
will
is up to
openly
you, but
admit I
alright.
got paid around 3,000 whenever I made the video about that fake donation, and I will tell you why I made the video that I did. So yes, I gained about
Because you were crying and you were under pressure and all of that. That doesn't excuse your actions, mate. That's just victim blaming. You think Tommy's apology was bad, yet yours had a 90% dislike ratio, bro.
$3,000 from making these good videos, these genuine videos that made people happy. I got paid for them.
They didn't. They didn't make me happy. They didn't make the large majority of people happy.
You know, I got my comments spammed. It's like a moral code that if you make videos about someone, you either turn off the monetization or you donate it all to the charity.
Yeah, that's just morals. I've noticed you lack them, but that's just how it should be, man.
And at the time, I was so overwhelmed with hate and negativity. In my mind, I was like, guys, what are you doing? These videos are good. I made people happy. I'm reading positive comments on basically all the videos that I made about techno.
Well, there's people who are going to blindly support you no matter what. Now, the fact you were under pressure. Now, me making my video, that wasn't me trying to put pressure on you. That was me simply just calling you out. But this is still victim blaming. You're still victim blaming yourself, mate. Like, bruh.
But there's still these negative people, these
But there will always be negative people in the comments. That's just how it is. But I'm not a negative person. I'm a pretty positive person. I was just simply calling you out. You've just gotta. Oh, goodness me. Ooh. Sorry, someone's car's on fire. Anyway, the thing about you is you got paid off of those videos. That is a fact. Around a few $1,000s. That's a pretty decent amount of money. Now that's just how the moral code works. You acknowledged it and you simply dismissed it, rather without giving a reason.
these YouTubers like Jaden and a lot of other YouTubers who just make videos about me, basically just, you know,
Yeah, he literally made like 3 videos on you. I think, you know, he's totally entitled to, but
milking me and making like couple videos on me saying
yes, 3 videos. 3 videos is not milking, if I'm perfectly honest.
how disgusting of a human I am for making good videos. You know, it's again, it comes down to the moral code of things. They think it's all negative. They think making videos about Technoblade after someone's death.
Well, I mean, it's 11. You made like 11 videos on him, the dude. Come on, man. You can't be this stupid. Like you did like 20. You did like 11 videos on the guy, and if I'm perfectly honest, that's kinda, uh, like That's where you're starting to milk the situation. Jaden only made one video on Techno. There were a few shorts in there in it as well, but shorts don't really count. In total, Jaden made about 4 to 5. You made like 11 to 13.
Oh my god, it's such a horrible thing
You got comboed, bro.
that you should respect them and not make videos about them.
Yeah.
Why not? I am
I mean, you shouldn't milk the situation. You can upload like a legitimate tribute video. But yeah,
literally honoring him, and after his death,
you're honoring him by making money off of him.
he's basically still getting views, and I know for a fact he would be so proud to see his name still getting so many views. And
I can't comment on this, but now you're acting like you know the guy. You don't know this guy. I don't know this guy. I'm not going to comment on him, but you don't know him. You're not acting like you know him. You're basically a Technoblade stan. I'm sorry, I'm not wrong.
his name used in positive videos getting so many views.
And those views are converting into your own money. I don't know why you're ignoring all the criticism. Oh no! One of my team's cars just got in the gravel. Damn it!
I feel like he would be amazed. He would be super happy. But you know, these negative people that probably
Mate, you do not know this guy. You're acting like you know the guy. You don't know him.
most of you who watch this video, if you don't understand what I mean, you are. You are the negative person. And
I'm not though. You're acting like you know Technoblade. You didn't know the guy. You watched his content. That doesn't mean you knew him.
it's super sad, to be fair. Now this is a chapter 4 where we come to that fake donation, which is
Alright, let's see what Braso has to excuse this. Also, I want to know when this video was made. The actual recording.
essentially the most horrible thing that I did out of everything, you know? Pressure. Try to make someone to do something by forcing, threatening, or
I didn't pressure you, I called you out. I mean, there's a difference there. You put this pressure onto yourself. And as soon as you said you were going to donate that money was no longer yours. You were donating that money.
pursuing them in a determined way. And that is what happened to me. And when I said that, a lot of people said, "Oh, you're playing the victim."
You are playing the victim. There were no excuses for what you did. Full stop.
Oh, you're playing the victim. But they don't realize that the problem is themselves. The haters are.
I'm not a hater. I want you to succeed. But the problem is, you keep doing this. You keep victim blaming and everything. You are playing the victim. There's no excuse for what you did. Simple as that, man.
The biggest problem to everything that happened to me. Now, around a couple of days after everything happened, after I made those videos, I was basically receiving hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of comments of a lot of people threatening me to donate all the money. If everyone was just
You said you were going to donate it. So that money was no longer yours. You were donating that money. That money, no longer yours, man. Sorry. As soon as you say you're going to donate something, that money is no longer yours.
threatening me to donate all the money because I was looking back at other YouTubers and they were saying, "Oh my God, all this money gained from the videos will go to charity." And
Yeah, and I will say this: Jaden didn't monetize her video on Technoblade. Optimus did not monetize his video on Technoblade. Pyro did and said he was going to donate it to charity, which I'm pretty certain he did, to be honest. Because Pyro is a very trustworthy individual. You're not. I'm sorry if that offends you, but that's just how I feel.
I was like, okay, to escape out of trouble, I have to donate all the money. Okay. But then I was just sitting there and I was thinking, and I used a bit of logic. It just if you use a bit of logic and you think about the positives, just think about the positives of a situation, not the negatives, just the positives. I sat there and I was just thinking, and I figured out that I don't have to donate all of the money that I gained. I
You said you would, and therefore you had to. That's just how logic works, man.
really don't. And a lot of you probably here will be thinking, "Oh my God, but you milked someone's death. Oh my God." See, you're all negative people. You don't think about
We're not, though. You are literally repeating yourself so much right now. Please, mate. This isn't how it works.
good. You think about bad. You think about drama. You think about some bad shit. You basically look at the outside
No, I love talking about things. If you notice some of my videos, I talk about quite positive news articles. I try to make light of bad situations.
outsider's perspective. You look into the outsider's perspective. That's all you do. There's so much negative in the world that people just follow it. Like by being goons, they just follow it and are like, "Oh my God, yes, you have to do this specific thing because most people."
You said you were going to donate the money, therefore you have to donate the money. That's just how it works. Once you said you were going to donate that money was not yours.
Say that, and it's very bad. It's super bad. And now you're probably asking, well, why do you not have to donate the money that you quote unquote milked from someone's death? Again, the negativity. I hate it. I hate talking about it. Well, the answer
Then don't talk about it. It's not hard, man. You didn't have to make this video.
is is really simple. It's not only I physically can't.
You said you were going to, and therefore you are obliged to. The fact you can't, that's not my fault, is it? That's your own fault. You should have said, You said, I'm going to donate all the revenue from these videos to charity. So therefore, you had to. We didn't get. I didn't give you personally a timeline on when you needed to.
Because it's September 1st right now that I'm making this video. The school is starting. I had to help my brother out. I have to help
And you managed to upload on the same day. Fair play.
my family out with the money, and this money it's really a blessing. And if you think about
It's a blessing that you milked someone's death for views. Just wow. I am actually speechless, man.
it, wouldn't Technoblade be happy that even after his death, someone still has a
Once again, you're acting like you know the guy when you don't know the guy. I don't know the guy, and therefore I can't comment on this.
positive impact on the world? They made respectful videos, including your name, that got views and that helped someone start a school year with the money that basically Technoblade made for me. If
Technoblade made for you. How have you got to a point this low, man? I'm sorry, but literally, I'm speechless. You're acting just like you know this guy, but you don't know this guy.
if you only think about the positives, isn't that just sort of amazing? Isn't
Not really, if I'm honest. I get your financial situation might not be great, but You said you were going to donate the money.
Isn't that amazing? And no, I'm not spending the money on whatever drugs, whatever, you know, like some stupid shit. I'm genuinely helping
No one made that allegation.
my family. I have to move out to another apartment because of the situation I'm in, and this money is a blessing and it's super helpful to me. It's
Oh my god. So you're basically saying you're going to use this for your own personal gain. You are using someone's death for your own personal gain. Got it.
I'm not using it in a bad way. I'm not
You're using it in a way to benefit you. Not a charity like you said you were originally going to. You. You and your family are the only beneficiaries from this.
spending it in games. You know, I'm simply not. It's not what's happening right now. And all these people pressuring me to donate the money. I was basically on the verge of having a breakdown. I knew that I couldn't donate the money because I have to spend the money on very important things in my life. So I was so pressured. I was so lost of what to do that I faked the donation. You know,
Well, that's not our fault, is it? That wasn't my fault that I made that. It's to be honest, I'm gonna say it's actually your fault. You got yourself into this situation. I'm just saying, you got yourself into this situation. And therefore, like, if you can't deal with pressure, don't become a YouTuber, man. Simple as that.
the whole donation scandal that is going strong still till this day. I ended up donating $300.
That guy got egged, lol.
You know, I thought, okay, I'll donate $300, but I'll just call it 3,000, and I will fake that I donated 3,000 to
And as said, you lied to your audience. What you did was basically fraud.
hopefully put off some pressure off me because I was lost at the time. I was super lost. I was like on the verge of fucking.
Once again, you are playing the victim. You got yourself into this situation and you have to get yourself out of it, and you thought the best option was to fake a donation to charity. Okay, then.
Breaking down, you know? But that only made things worse. And now I'm this demon that faked a donation,
Yes, and you did that to yourself.
someone's death, you know, all the negative stuff that is possible. But if you just look on the insider's perspective of
I'm looking at in the way that pretty much everyone sees it. Everyone sees it as you made a ton of money off of a donation. Oh my god, nose blocked. You are someone who made a video or several videos on a guy dying, profiting off of his death, and then gaining a substantial amount of subscribers and views from it. That's how I see it. That's how the majority of people are seeing it. I'm just saying. And this whole negativity thing, like, I'm a positive person and I'm just calling you out for what you're doing.
things, all I try to do is get a positive impact on Technoblade, honoring him by making a lot of videos, deleting channels that did disgusting stuff and lied about him. That is what I try to do.
You didn't need to, though. You profited off of his death. Even your thank you for everything video was monetized.
And you know, a lot of people won't accept it. There comes the jealousy factor.
I'm not jealous of you. I'm actually quite happy that you're doing quite well. I just want you to own up to what you did.
That people think that, oh my god, you got money from it, you got paid. You know, as bad as it sounds, oh, you got paid by milking someone's death. You know, that's the jealousy factor, that's the negativity factor. But no one looks at the positivity factor.
There isn't much of a positive in this situation, if I'm honest. The only positive is you on your end.
There is Technoblade still after his death helps people. He helped me out. I was as respectful as possible, and
You weren't. You made
he
several
helps
videos.
me out financially because I really needed that help. It's all amazing to me. And seeing all these negative people in the comments who only look at the outsider's perspective say that I'm a horrible person, I'm this, I am that. Like, it kind of breaks my heart to think that people like that actually exist, you know?
Oh my god, this guy. This is actually starting to get really irritating. You're just responding with the same point. Oh, the negativity. Oh, the negativity. Man, Just stop crying. It's pretty much as simple as that. You did a bad thing and you're trying to right it in every single way to to avoid taking responsibility.
And after this video, after this entire video, 100% there will be still people who think about the negatives, who own.
I'm thinking about the negative because the negative I think outweighs the positive in this situation. And to say that we're all negative, you make negative videos as well. You made videos on several videos on I Show Speed getting arrested. That was a negative situation. You made several videos on what's it, your drama with Jaden. That was negative. You made several videos on the Tommy and it Gideon situation. That was negative. You're kind of being a bit of a hypocrite here, man. I'm just saying.
Only think the bad. They think about that bad, you know, and it's all crazy to me. This is hopefully this kind of brings some understanding to people, and they understand what I did, why I did it, and the positive cause that I.
So let me get this straight. As far as I can tell from this video, You made all these videos to get money. You then lied and said you were going to donate it to charity, faked the donation, and spent it on yourself and your family, and never even donated the money. You are really a terrible person.
Did it for. But if you don't understand it, then sure. I guess you don't understand it at all. But
Oh no, I do understand it. It's just you basically admitted that you're even worse of a person than I thought you were, and that you knew you couldn't donate the money when you said that. Therefore, you lied to your audience.
yeah, I hope you have a bit of an understanding of everything a bit more now. And yeah, I'm I'm out, I guess.
Well, I hope that addressed all of your criticisms. Also, he actually broke the record for the longest Discord call. Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of where I'm assuming this video will probably have a massive dislike ratio personally, but alright. Anyway, I hope that. So, your main point was all the negativity. Hope my Braso impression was on point. But basically, as I understand it, you made those videos to profit off of it, knowing that you. And then said, oh, I'm gonna donate the money to charity, knowing that you couldn't. And then faked the donation, tried to make a ton of excuses to why your behaviour was acceptable, and then didn't even donate in the first place. Alright, well, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all again soon.